Hello and welcome back to our Series 2 tutorials on styling a basic web page. This is going to be what we'll work on today in this tutorial, and we're going to add some containers, background, large-scale background image, and some navigation, which means we'll add a couple extra pages into our website. And to begin, we want to go into our folder and we want to take our cascading style sheet that we created and all the images that we have so far within our folder, and we just want to organize those into their own separate folders. So create two folders, one with the name of images and one with the name of CSS. Drop your style sheet in the CSS folder and all your images into the images folder, and then make sure to open your index file in your text editor, and then just make sure to reference those folders in your links so that those files can be located in their new location. In the link for the style sheet, you just include the name of the folder and a / just before the file name, and then in the source of the image in the web page, just include the name images with a / before the name of the image, and save that. Okay, so after you've grabbed an image, or if you haven't got one yet, most browsers display around 1,000, I'll say 1,024 pixels in width, and about 800 pixels, 760 to 800 pixels in height. So it would be good to have an image that's a little bit larger than that. We're not going to be adding scrolling within this tutorial, so that's going to pretty much fill up the screen for what we're going to be implementing in our tutorial this time. So go ahead and grab an image that size. If you don't have one, there's several websites on the internet that have wallpaper, and you can download free wallpaper, and usually whenever there's a website offering free wallpaper, it usually comes in a size that will fit the average screen or viewport size. So you'll need one of those, and let's go ahead and start our tutorial. With our image in place inside of our images folder, we'll want to go into our text editor, and we'll want to open our style sheet. From the previous tutorial, we have our tile ping image within the background image property of our style sheet, and so we're going to want to change that to our new image. And since we have it within our images folder, we're going to want to include the name of the folder also. So we will begin by placing the name of our images folder and then the name of our new image. And then we will save that. And I haven't talked much about our links from within our style sheet, and since we've located our image inside of a folder, whenever we are linking to anything from within our style sheet to a folder within our website, we have to tell the browser that it's going to have to go from this style sheet and where it's located in a folder back out into the main area of our website folder where our index page is located, and then go in and then re-enter a different folder of images. And there's a code that you want to place before the word images for that folder that will tell the browser before you go into the images folder, you got to go back out into the root main area of our website folder. So in order to do that, you just place 2 dots and a /, and then save that. Within our index HTML page, we don't have to do that, because whenever the browser first initially opens our HTML page, it's basically searching for everything from the root folder to begin with. So our links within our main HTML page is okay. It's just whenever the browser is already inside of another folder and communicating with a file within that folder, it's got to come back out of that folder and re-enter another folder that's located within the root folder. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, later on when you get used to using links in the style sheet, it'll make more sense. So just before your images folder, make sure to include the ... and the / just after the opening paragraph marks, and then save that. Okay, so there's a couple more things that we're going to need to do before we can actually view it in our web browser. And when we switch back over to our example, you'll want to think of something that you want to place here for like the title of your page. And then when you think of what you'll want to show up here in the header title, then you can go back into your HTML page and place that title here. And I used series 2, and then we'll save that. Also, if your image background is a really dark background, you're going to want to change the color of your title fonts to a lighter color. In this case, we can use white like I did here. I'll give you the code for that. If the background of your image is not really that dark, then you can leave the text color in your style sheet black. But for now, we'll change this one to white, and that's all. That's 6 digits of F, and we'll save that. We also want to include all of our background properties. Background repeat, set that at no repeat. In the background position for the values, we want to make sure that we have 0 set in both of those value areas. And then background attachment, we'll want that value to be fixed, and then we'll save that. We also want to make sure that our paragraph is set for transparent in the background property. And with all that, we can go ahead and save our documents and navigate to our web folder and double click on our index page. And we can see our image has been set, and the title that we want to show up on our page is located in the top left corner. In the next tutorial, we'll learn how to move this, position it a little bit more towards our the center of our image, and we'll add a couple containers and some navigation. So that's going to conclude this tutorial, and I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial, and thank you for watching.